Most men, generally speaking, prefer to be with women of their own race.
What race would you not date? Nothing darker than me. Indian. I'm so white that like it's a cultural barrier, you know? Nothing but white girls, bro. Yeah! He knows what's up.
Okay, for this conversation about dating white men as a Black woman, I'm currently single. I'm trying to date, and I've never dated a white guy. I've never had a white guy come up to me or approach me. So what's up with that? White men, what's up with that? Why aren't you approaching me? Is it like my look? Do I look like rude? I would love to know.
Okay, I wanted to play that back to back real briefly because I just want to send a subtle, not so subtle reminder that most men, generally speaking, prefer to be with women of their own race, particularly in 2025 when there was arguably a racial renaissance, huge power struggle going on, largely because of a waning white population. And I think honestly, the fear of what could happen if white people no longer remain the majority in this country, and a push against that trend and a desire to try to maintain as much institutional power as possible and to try to whiten or maintain white control in some of these power spaces, especially in that climate, are you going to see people graft onto their racial identity? Like, this is what you're seeing. This is partially what Trump did. This is partially, I think, a lot of the pride that he actually inspired within the white community, which is why you were starting to see a resurgence of some white nationalism, which is why you're trying to see more honest examples of even racism, which is why you saw white folks dressing up in blackface. You've seen the examples of white women online who are going viral for doing Hail Hitler signs, who are talking more about their appreciation for Hitler and things like that. So we're seeing this. I largely believe it has to do with the declining Western population. At the same time, a booming African, and even I know India, to my understanding, is booming as well, but just a booming brown population and what that could mean politically and socially within the next few decades. And I'm just saying that because all of these things ultimately do impact data dynamics, because that's going to impact the different policies that are being pushed. That's going to impact the media messaging. That's going to impact the kinds of shows, the kinds of messages that are going out, which do very much impact women's brain. I mean, I use the Nicolandria effect as an example. When you had Black women who were going online saying how the Nicolandria effect was rewiring their brain and having them consider white men all of a sudden. So I am just saying that if you are a Black woman and you don't know that white men generally like being with white women, then this is before even this current iteration of Samaritan culture. White men generally like being with white women. Like, if you don't know that, if you're confused about that, I don't know what to tell you. To a certain extent, I have to point to media and I have to point to some of these different television shows as I think as a way of promoting an image that is not always reflective of reality. And truth be told, I mean, there have been people, you even see this battle in the white community. You have some people in the white community who are saying that individuals that they will call small hats are promoting interracial relationships. They're promoting these ideas, but that they're doing that against the white population because they don't identify with the small hat. This is the kind of conversation that's happening right now. You have pastors who are going viral for preaching against interracial marriages and starting to push those ideas. So at the same time that there is a legitimate desire for white Americans and just Westerners in general to maintain their whiteness, to maintain their white control and try to increase their population as a way to do so, you have ladies going online who are really confused about why white men are not approaching them for anything serious. And I'm like, I would highly encourage you to just learn a little bit of history. You know? Learn a little bit of history. Even if there wasn't all of that social, political background, just generally speaking, men tend to be attracted to women of their own race. They just do. A white man wanting to be with a white woman is completely fine. Doesn't mean he's racist. He can have a Black Lives Matter shirt. Although, listen, I know Black Lives Matter has really many issues. I'm just trying to paint a picture that he could be a white person who actively opposes white supremacy and is anti-racist and all these different things, and he still wants to be with a white girl. That's just still his sexual preference, and that's completely fine. Like, white men do not owe Black women attention. They do not owe Black women romantic or sexual attention. They don't. At all. And I do, like I said, I do think these television shows, I think it sometimes promotes this idea, fantasy, honestly, that is not reflective of what's going on today and not even reflective of what men generally want. But anyways, y'all, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you for listening. If you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.